Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another book haul for you. I was on a book buying ban, I still am to be honest, but I think I've done pretty well. I mean, a lot of these books are secondhand, or they were sent to me by publishers, or they were just like books that I've been waiting for and I didn't want to pass up on. So I think I did pretty well on my ban. There's a lot of books that I'm dying to get that I still haven't because I'm trying to be sensible. But yeah, so let's get into the books that I did actually get. So I'm currently sat on the floor as well. I haven't been on YouTube for a while because I've been moving back home from university, and this is going to be my new room, but at the moment it's still being painted and stuff, and I need to get my bed in and then my bookshelves in, and there's just a whole lot of stuff to do. So sorry it's a bit of a boring background, but we'll work with it. So the first book is the 20th anniversary edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So I've been waiting ages for this book to come out. It's in the Gryffindor edition because that is my house, although I really wanted to buy the entire set, and maybe I will at some point. But it's just Philosopher's Stone standard, but it also has, depending on which house you get, all like little things to do with the house you're in. So it's got a whole page on Gryffindor, it's got Godric Gryffindor, a picture thingy, it's got a map of Hogwarts, and just, you know, little extra things to do with the house. And I just think they're so beautiful, and I just absolutely had to get it. Next is We Freemen by Terry Pratchett. So this is the limited edition set that's just come out. They released all of the Tiffany Aching books in this style, and they're absolutely beautiful, and I really want to get the whole set, but you know, book buying ban, but I had to get at least one. So this is the first one of the series. Really beautiful edition, and it's got really cool hardback as well. So yeah, I'm really excited to have this. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to get the whole set because inevitably I'm gonna get the whole set. So as I said, Tiffany Aching is one of the series of the Discworld, and this is the first of the book. So Tiffany wants to be a witch in this book. She starts off young and she ages throughout the series, and the We Freemen are meant to be one of the most best of the Discworld, or the funniest, or I guess one of the most well known as well. So I'm really excited to have this series, and I can't wait to read it all. And it's so pretty. Like, look how sparkly it is. Next I have When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. This is a YA, and it focuses on an Indian protagonist, I think. And Dimple and Rishi are in an arranged marriage so far as I know, but Dimple is all about career and education, I think, and Rishi is more the romantic type, and he's totally into this wedding sort of thing, and they get together obviously, and maybe they find out that actually they're really good together, even though they had second thoughts or, you know, issues with this whole arranged marriage thing. So it sounds really funny, and it sounds like a really great summer read, so I'm really excited to get into this. Then the next book is The Benham Stats by Natasha Pulley. So this is set in Peru, or it starts in London and then it moves on to Peru. And that's really exciting because it's been a very long time since I read a book set in the jungle. So I'm really excited for that. What I gather, this book is fantasy maybe, or it's very mysterious and we don't know what's going on. But the main character has gone to Peru to find this like special medicine that's supposed to cure malaria, I think it is. But then a lot of strange things happen. They go to this very sacred land of, I think that's Bedlam, but sacred land, and strange things happening, people start disappearing, and then the like sort of magical element comes into it, and it all sounds very mysterious and dark and intriguing, and I'm really excited to read it. Then I have The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle by Murakami. So this is my 5th Murakami book I've bought now. I don't know anything about it, and I like that way. I like it that way with Murakami books. I read one recently that was totally bizarre and I wasn't expecting it, and I love that about it. So I'm not going to read what it's about, but this is meant to be one of Murakami's best ones, I think. But I was really in the mood for another one of his books, so I just went out and picked this one up, and I love the covers. They're so like simplistic and they like all match together, which I love. So yeah, I'm really excited to get to this one. Next is Cujo by Stephen King. So I have not read a single Stephen King book before, but I love a lot of Stephen King movies. Like The Shining is my all-time favourite horror film, and I also really like The Secret Window with Johnny Depp in it. So I bought this simply for the sake of it being Stephen King, and I want to read at least one Stephen King book. It's sort of like on my bucket list of authors that I want to read at least one book of. And because it's Stephen King, I kind of feel like he should be on the list and I should at least read one of his books. So I heard that Cujo is one of the good ones. I think it's about a dog who goes rabid, but maybe it's like a more extreme version of it or something to make it more scary and more Stephen King, I don't know. But it sounds really cool and I'm really excited to read it. Then I have The Last Wish, and I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, it's just Sapkowski is his last name. I can't pronounce his first name, I'm sorry. But this is the book that inspired the game The Witcher, which is going to be a Netflix TV show soon, I think. So The Witcher is totally up my street, and so I think I'm going to love this book, or it has potential for me to love it. It's my kind of thing. So it's meant to be really good. And it's a whole series. I don't know how many are in it, but I thought I'd pick up the first one, see what it's like, and yeah, I'm just really excited to read this one. So this follows the main character, Geralt, who has piercing eyes and white hair and all the things you see in the Witcher game. And witches are people who have like superpowers, basically, that make you really strong, amazing assassins. And the main character is one of these witches, and the book is very magical. It has a lot of mythical things like undead people and vampires and all that sort of thing, so it's a big mix of fantasy and I'm really excited to get to this. So the next I have is Unfinished Tales by J.R.R. Tolkien. So this is another secondhand book. I'm really excited that I found it, and as it says, it's a bunch of untold tales about Middle-earth and all the things to do with that. So I don't know when I'm going to get to this because I actually want to read all of the Lord of the Rings again, and I want to read the Silmarillion, so this is probably quite far down my Tolkien TBR, but I'm really happy to have it in my collection and I can't wait to get to it eventually. And I have Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. So this is sort of well, it's based around Halloween, so it is a Halloween-y book, and it's to do with a dark, mysterious carnivore, and I've seen the movie adaptation of it and I really like it, and Ray Bradbury is like my go-to for Halloween things. So I'm really excited to read this book during Halloween because I know it's like almost August, but I'm so ready for autumn or fall and Halloween that it's just, I need it so badly. So I'm stocking up on my Halloween scary October reads, and this is going to be one of them, and I'm excited. Then the last book of this haul is Shooting an Elephant by George Orwell. So this is a collection of essays by George Orwell. It's all non-fiction, I believe, and it just sounds really interesting. Like, he talks about why he writes, and he talks about different authors and what he thinks of them, and like his life history and other history, and it's just really interesting. I read the first one, which is about why he writes, and it's just so interesting. Like, I'm really getting into like these essays by authors. Like, I'm so excited to read my Neil Gaiman essay book. So yeah, really excited for this, and to get to know George Orwell a bit more. My dog has joined me now. This is Tess. She hasn't been on my channel before, but now she has. So yeah, those are all the books that I she's sitting on me now. Those are all the books that I have for this haul. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm really excited to get into all of them, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!